Alright, this is Town Dog. I'm back. I'm gonna try to do another flight there. I don't know how long I'll fly. I'll just fly till get tired and stop. I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do is try to get this little plane out of the hangar here and see what kind of plane they got set up for me today. I don't see if it's gonna be a big surprise to somebody, me or you or somebody. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna push it back out here in just about a minute. And first thing I'm gonna do is fly from here. I landed at Tyson in a DC-3 yesterday, and I had them put it away and get me out something else. So I'm gonna get something else out today, and I'm gonna fly from here down to Sky Ranch, see if I can find that little airport and get on it. It's just 4 or 5 miles north of here, sitting on a little creek bank. We're going to a river bank. We're gonna see if we can get there and land in there and see what's going on. And from there we'll decide what else is next. I hadn't made any arrangements, so let's see what we got going here. I'm gonna get around here in front of the hangar so I can, whoops, plane didn't move, everything, there we go. You gotta select the screen before you do all that. I was on the wrong screen. Here we go. Alright, let's push this thing back out and see what we got in here today. Well, she's backing up. I'm supposed to be a small plane because we're going to a little small airport. Here we go, back out. I'm going to back it out. I don't know if I can turn around without hitting the building. Possible. I hadn't checked the fuel. We're not going very far. We don't need a lot of fuel at this point. Alright, let's stop her right there. Ooh, she got a sudden stop, hadn't she? Oh, I had the brake still on. No wonder. Slid the wheel back out there. Now, she stopped good, though. You got no complaint there. Now, this is what's the little Piper Warrior that I've got here. I've had a little while. I don't know exactly how long or where I got it. I don't remember. Had it a pretty good little while. Trying to move in on it a little bit. There we go. It ain't got the best paint job in the world. It's not real bright clear, but it's probably a carryover from one of the other simulators. But anyway, we got it up here running. It don't have differential brakes apparently. I checked it a few minutes ago. Anyway, let's see what we got going here. We're gonna try to get this thing fired up and head down to Sky Ranch. It's north of here. I don't know, north, maybe northwest slightly. Anyway, it should be too hard to find. It's right down on the riverbank down there. Alright, let's see what we got going here now. We're going to go, and I'm going to have fair weather today too. I'll make sure of that. And I'm going to kick that right there on for now and bring this mixture back out. And then we're going to see if we can, engine ignition's on. Let's turn it all the way off. A few minutes ago, that thing clanked first try. Alright, well, I'll turn the power on right there. Ain't supposed to need that. A few minutes ago, it cranked first try, and that won't do it, won't hit a lick. I guess the battery's down. It ain't moving to the start position, what it ain't doing. A few minutes ago, it worked first try. Start. Well, that's got me puzzled. Windows set, everything's right, that's moving. See, that's started, it ain't starting. It ain't even making contact. Well, I turned it off, it's still on, that's why. That made a lot of sense. So, I'm gonna let it go with this. My stupidity. I thought those were already on, it's both been off. I turned them off. They're both been already off. Somebody knows I got them turned back on me. So when I click them, it's backwards. Now we got to run it outside the plane. See if we can turn this thing around. We're close to the building, I thought. Looks like we got it, but it's close. Thought I was far away of that. I hadn't checked any fuel or anything. Stop here and check the fuel. We know we probably got a full tank, but we don't need a full tank going where we're going. Just need a very little bit to get down there. Fuel, yeah. go with 25. We only going 5 miles, so I keep doing that backwards when I do that. There we go. That's right here. That's alright. That's what they're gonna do. It's good enough. Alright, let's try that right there. Get the flaps ready for a little takeoff here. Give me something for direction. Oh. Let's see if we can get this thing going here. I was trying to get a direction for myself. Lights, I never turn the lights on. Let's get them on. Now, well, when we turn left, we'll be about halfway north. That'd be good. That's what I want. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's go. This is the best cockpit probably. Let's get a little more distance here. I think that looks better right there. Floating a little too much on me though. Like that. Alright, let's look. I don't see nobody coming. Right there. Move out on the runway and line up. I don't know how this plane flies. I haven't checked the trim, so I don't know if I got anything set on trim or not. I hadn't looked. Get a little better view here and see what we got. There we go, we got it. I want that somewhere along there for takeoff, I believe. That's what I want right there. And then we'll go back in this one. Once we get in there, we'll adjust accordingly. Try to head out about north. Trim roll on it right there. So, won't climb too high. I'll make it outside the plane to help locate distance and direction. I'll turn north. Sure it's north. I just don't know how hard it's going to find that airport from here. Northerly direction, I'm not sure. East or west though from her. There's a river right there, so it should be hard to find. There's a loop in the river. My mind says it's over there. I believe that's it right yonder. Maybe not. Them buildings right yonder may be it. Yeah, I believe it is. Them buildings right yonder, I believe is it. But check just a minute. Go ahead and do the landing profile, slowing down. I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. Pretty sure. Landing profile and slow this young fella down. Yep, that's it right yonder. We got it. Sky Ranch coming up.
500.
Slowing down, coming down. We got to get down. On this one, we got to stop because we got water on both ends. We can't just run out and move it, turn around. Well, raw button. Come on, get that trim back up there. I was trimming the wrong direction. Down to 70 knots. I imagine that's getting pretty close to bottom dollar. upon approach. I might get a little more.
Minimum.
I don't want to get in the water before I get there. Here we go. Coming in. Manual landing, no electronics to help you. It's all by. We're at minimum, that's 300 feet. 2 to 300. I need my seat a little higher. It's too late to raise it. Watch out, tree. Take the top out of it. Mark's off. Well, I'll put the trees there, but don't mean to cut them down.
50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10.
Come on, get on the ground. So I can apply some binders. Alright, we're down here at Sky Ranch. Looks pretty good landing. Everything went pretty well my way that time. Pull over here and park it a minute. Might figure out somewhere else to go. Thing hopped up here pretty good. Didn't do bad at all. We can't do a VA flight from here because this don't come up in the VA listing. So we just have to do a flight out of here. Not. Hey, come on, turn around, get off that building. Don't have a differential brake. I like differential brakes on everything I've got, and I don't have it on this. Now, let's lock the brakes for a minute and see what we're going to do next. Let's sit here a minute. We got to probably refuel up again anyway if we're going for 25% in this plane, not a lot of fuel. Now, I don't know how much, but I mean, we could tell right here. Oh, this probably don't work to turn the power back on. No. Okay, we'll check it, think of it. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. I'm going to go to the map and just do me some looking. Try to figure out where I want to go. My button brings up a Windows button also. I got some little airports out here in the middle of nowhere. I could go to one of them. Not really. Campbell Air Force Base. ADF. DMES. Distance only. There's a VOR, Clarksville. Terminal. 1060. We'll be able to get in on that though. I might try that. There's a pretty good little flight from here to there though. We'll go through Nashville and into there. So let's see if I can't get something worked out here. I know Nashville VOR, already know it. Get my book straightened out and write on it. So I won't have to remember everything. I have to put it down on paper. Nashville VOR 11410. And then go to Clarksville, we'll go to this one right here. And Perry Field there. VOR. This terminal over there. That means it might not work good as it should, or not even at all sometimes for me. 1060. And we need to know the runway heading on the airport we're going to, which is up here. It's a little bit northeast of the. I was thinking about going to Campbell, if I can find it. Alright, we got an ILS at Campbell. We just use it. We don't have to worry about not hitting the right airport. Campbell. this is. AAF. HOP. KHOP. Is the ICAO. The runway that we're going to be using is 23. Go 23. ILS on 23 is 11190. And the runway heading is 226. I don't think we need other than that's the altitude, 573 feet above sea level. Alright, that's everything we should need except for some directional out of here and out of there. Now, like I said, we got a good and strong VOR, so we don't have to worry too much about directional, but I don't want to be going somewhere that direction when I find it. Alright, from where we're sitting now, my directional that I want to use is going to be a slightly, about a 290, I'm going to call it, out of here on 290. I'm going to leave Sky Ranch out on 290 degrees. Alright, and from Nashville, which on it may be more critical because that VOR up there may not do too much for me. I hope it does, but it may not. That's going to put that on about out of Nashville. I'll put about 315 out, about 315 out of Nashville. Alright, that should be everything I have to have. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the fuel at least 50%. I'm going to put the fuel 75% or more because I don't know how this thing burns. I'd rather have too much at this point is not enough, considering. So we're going to go back to the fuel. And 75 should get me there. I hope it does. I don't, it's 100 and we're going to try 75. I sure hope it. If it's not, I can stop and get fuel. I'm not on a card. If I can find an airport, I can stop and get fuel. If you got any doubt. Alright, we're sitting at 75%, ready to start up and try to get this thing out of here. Let's see if we can get it started now. This has to be in. I did pull it back a while ago. These two got to be on, and then this right here has got to be. I'll verify that everything's on my button over here too, because if it don't, this thing will jump down. There we go, we got that running. Now we're going to put the avionics on, turn a few of these on. I'll turn everything on right now. These on the other side of ours, de-icers stuff for it. Got plenty of de-icers, but we don't need them at this point, I don't think. Well, let's move this thing to the runway. I'm going to take off back to the south out of here. Go down to this end of this little grass strip. We'll bring the flaps down about 2 clicks for the whatever that is. Enough to get me up and out of here. Turn it around, we'll set the trim, autopilot for the flight. Turns pretty good if you stop first. Alright, lock the brake a minute, get everything ready. I've got the same equipment I always have, so, no lights on it. Oh, that's alright, so wait on me to touch it. This thing didn't just come on, it's waiting on me to, as long as it's there, it'll be good enough. Let's go right here to, let's go to 6,500, got the mountains about 3,000 up through there. We'll come back down later if we can to keep it within reason. This right here will set itself. I want to leave out of here. Well, I'll leave runway heading first, then we'll turn from there. That's runway heading right there. Airspeed about 110. Probably about top of this plane, to be honest with you. I don't know how fast it'll fly, but I bet it ain't much faster than that. We'll check it better later. Come on now, get right. We don't need that right there, but I said I was going to leave out of here on a heading 290. So we'll set this on 290 just to tell us what to look for when we look at the other. 80, 90, there we go. Now let's check our trim. We'll go to the 2D cockpit. Trim is, what's going on? Alright, we got this button on. See it right there? The reason I knew that, because that button right there was going crazy. That's what'll mess you up on takeoff. See, it's got the trim set all the way down, or all the way up or down or something. All the way down. It won't fly at that. Right there picked to mess me up. I hadn't turned it back to check that. Now we got this all ready to go. When I hit the heading button while ago to set it, it turned the autopilot on. I didn't turn it back off. It automatically turned it on when I hit that button right there. See it? There we go. That's what happened. Now that's ready to go. Go back in here. Now I'm going to raise my seat a little. While ago I said I needed it, I didn't have it. Right there should work better. Now let's get this thing up and out of here. What's a lot of lights blinking about? We got a rotating beacon. Look like coming through. A white one. Runway short, but let's give it a little extra throttle, about 90%. Up in there. Flaps down. Keep working the trims. I keep that plane attitude about right. Now we want this, and this, and we'll bring this around to 290. Fly plane, don't go down. Down to 290. We didn't set the radio up, but it's alright, we can get it after we get underway. I think we got time. I don't believe it. Let's come on here. Don't take it too long off. 270, 280. I'm trying this under live stream again with clear weather. That way the scenery, I'll be able to tell how it works out. The other two worked pretty good, but we didn't have much scenery, so let's see what this does. They keep working as good as they do. I'll keep doing live streams a little bit, but whether we're going, I need to rename the live streams because they don't need to be called live streams. They don't all need to be called the same thing. But anyway, we'll name them as videos behind actually done later. But it's still, when you click on them, they'll come up live streams, even though they've been renamed. Or it did the last ones I've done. I don't really like that, but now we're out, up and gone. Let's get my radio stack up here. Could use that in there, but we're in the 3D. Go to the 2D and I'll have this one here, but I like this view better myself right now. Let's go to 11410, and that is these here hadn't been changed out. They're still original. But I do have my pop-up still in here. Not on yet. 11410. That's active, and we had a VOR for Campbell, and it was $10.60. I got wrote the wrong place. 11060 is what it was. There it is, both of them right. That's what it was. I got it up here at the top. It's supposed to be at the bottom. And then we got runway 23. And we got a phone. I'm back. Some idiot. It did say a word. Anyway, we're back here. We're going here. We're going to pull this up and this up. Once it comes on, that'll give us, well, we don't need it. Yeah, we'll get it later. But these will tell us when they come on. I'm going to mark this if I ain't looking at it. When it comes on, it'll tell me. So, put a marker on it. Now, we're on a heading of 290. Doing 110 or set on 110. We're climbing to 6,500. We're at 4,000. There, just past 4,000. Let's see what the terrain looks like and everything now. That's a 2D cockpit, navigation cockpit, all of everything visible, but you can't run it down. Our VOR just came on. I'm gonna turn this thing off here. We won't need that no more. We'll check it out in a minute. It shows me to be, how much am I off? Out of 290, it's going to be about 240, 270. I'm off a little bit. Oh, 275, 280. That's what the heading actually is. Bring it back to about that. We'll take care of it later as far as the exact 275, close enough. That's neither here or there. I could use that to do the same thing. It'll give you the exact. It won't be play like. See there? Now we got 276, close enough. Either way. Now here we go. Now we go back to. I'm gonna go outside the plane a minute, like I was fixing to do anyway. A little too close on my plane. Let's back off a little bit and see what our scenery looks like. This is default steam scenery. FSX. Prop looks a little slow, don't it? It's supposed to predict just a reflection glimpse where you just catch spots of it. Anyway, there's a ridge of mountains up through there. Look at it. Like the world squished together there at that point. Probably what it is. Anyway, everything looks alright. We're climbing to 6,000, which is actually higher than we need to be. I think I'm going to ease back down a little bit. But we don't need to be over probably 4,500 here. Nothing that high out here probably. Let me get my autopilot back up. We just ease it back down to 45 before we reach cruise. Make 45 cruise instead of. If I need more, I'll get it later. But I come through the other day at about 3,000. So I guess I'm doing all right. Let's head up here and see if we can find that airport. Since we don't have a, like I said, the VOR terminal, it won't reach much. It won't reach out much further probably than the ILS. The ILS is good enough to get us in, so we don't need the VOR. We're going to try it, but we don't have to have it. The one out of Campbell. Now we do have a distance now, 126 miles. Scratch. There we go. 126 miles out of Nashville, and headed pretty well straight in. Let me get over 1 degree or 2. They're showing me back the other way. But if I move this one, that'll line it back up. Now 75 works pretty good there. Okay. back. I got back just in time to see the mountain getting close under me. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Eat my sandwich she brought me. Yes. right down back. But that s'mores sandwich went down pretty good. That wasn't bad at all. Check this Tennessee mountain ridge here. Pretty choppy down there, isn't it? Where I live, we've got hills look big as them mountains. Not really, but I swear some of the places around you get off down in woods, down in valleys, start out, you think you ain't never gonna reach the top of that little bank. Alright, we lost it and picked it back up. That means that we're low enough that we're losing the signal due to the mountains. Our signal, I wasn't paying attention back there, it went off, but it just came back on. 116 miles out. We're low enough that the signal won't pick up good. That's alright, we don't have to have it. We're still on the right course to get us in there. It'll come on steady when we get close. No, we know where we're going, we don't really need the signal full time. As long as we don't tip the top of one of these mountains. I don't believe we will at this. Back inside the plane here. Everything looking good. We're talking about the fuel. I got 35 gallons now. I put 75 in. We might not make it. I thought I put 75 in. It's saying 35 now. Burning 5 gallons an hour. That should be enough, but I thought I put 75 in. 75%. Okay. I got you. I put 75% in. 35 gallons is probably over half. Still, we can stay in the air for 700 miles. Ain't no problem there at all. 6 hours and 60 minutes, or 6 hours and 6 minutes. That's what we can fly. If we don't change nothing, just keep a hold our heading. So, since that's telling me, I was just saying 35 sound over low, but that's all it is. But that's not percentage of what I put in, so that's probably over half. Yeah. 5 gallon an hour. We can burn a well. It tells right here how much you done burn. We burned 14 gallons if we left the ground. We was burning more on the climb than we are now. That's why you burn so much. We ain't been there that long yet. That little fuel analyzer is well worth its money in something like this. Once you top off and get your cruise, you can tell whether or not you're gonna make it right then. You don't have to wait till you run out of fuel to see if you ain't gonna make it. Now, if you got a big plane and 6, 8, 10 hour flight, you know, then you could be a couple hundred miles short and still make it. So that if you burn the fuel off, get lighter, you stretch the distance, and you'll gain that. You'll gain 500 or 600 miles. So from what it reads at that time. But as a general rule, if it matches, you got it made on long trips or about matches. If it's like a trip like this, you need at least plenty or a little extra to get there and land. It won't gain nothing on these little short trips from out there. Alright, we've drifted off a little here, but that don't matter. I'm not going to change it at this point. Like I said, we get into Nashville. That's what I say I ain't. Oh, we lost signal again. Mountain's chopping our signal. Come back on, we'll correct our direction. There we go. Let's come around to... Look, we lost it. We're about 3 or 4 or 5 degrees to the... But if I get my finger on the right button, I keep hitting them, nothing happening. Coming on about 270 now. So we'll wait till it comes back on and see what my correction done. Alright, I could use a little more. It says right here, green arrow's not at the top. Another 5 won't hurt it. Right there. Bring the green arrow straight to the top, be straight into the view arc, Nashville. Now what I said I was going to do is leave Nashville on a heading of 315 out of Nashville. Laser's popping this out and just similar like you might be having trouble with it. Working on it, doing something. Now, go to 315 here, which is back this way. That's what I see, but I swear I don't. It's just real tight to put. That's right, you turn it back up. On 315, let me get it up. It felt like it was completely wrong when I stopped there. What I read when I was looking, so you couldn't see me holding a protractor on the screen reading it, but that's what I was doing. But you still got to estimate where north is, which throws you off whatever degrees you miss it. At least. From Nashville north is maybe 5 degrees to the west side or straight up. Something like that. That's how it works on flight simulator, give or take a little. It's the closest straight up. Around Tennessee from Memphis up is almost exactly straight up to Chicago. Over here it's a little over that way, but not much. Whether you go to the east or west, the more it is back the other way. We're 109 miles yet out of Nashville. This is a long, slow flight. It says 88 minutes to Nashville. Right there. We're doing 74 knots is what we're doing. I got it set on 110. Is that all it'll do, or is that just the way it's reading or the wind got me? I got clear weather. Won't be totally clear. We got a few clouds. I cleared all weather a while ago. It might have started back. Maybe fast it'll go. No, I hear it pick it up. I did clear my flaps, I remember that. Yeah, they're clear. The gear's fixed, so I know the gear's fixed because it's got wheel pants on it. As long as it's got wheel pants on it, it's definitely got a fixed gear. The fenders, wheel pants. Well, we're getting out of those choppy tall mountains now, coming down into the lower terrain. There's some more around 2,000 or so right in close to. I could probably come down 500 more feet now and be really in pretty good shape. I'm going to do that, keep the terrain up close and personal. I'll be passing by an airport out there. I don't know which one it is. Let's see what the GPS will tell us. Yes, it will. KSCY. Whatever that is. Now let's see if it'll tell us more without actually putting it on here. That didn't work. Go back and read it again. KSCK, possibly, or X. I can't really make it out there. Let me zoom it in or out and see what we got. Where'd it go? KFCX is what it is. We'll go back here and do that. I don't want to log it into this. That's Scott Manor. Scott Municipal. Anita, Tennessee. Anita. That's supposed to, like I say it. Anyway, that's what it is. We don't want to put that into the login though. I just want to read it. Let me get rid of that. 2,500 off the ground. Make sure our altimeter and everything is calibrated. See the plane turn. The directional has calibrated itself then. Pretty bad off too, look like that plane. I didn't turn that, I know. That's too much of a turn for what I just done. Usually it's not off that bad. Still on the heading bug, still at 265. Now let me see what we got on there. Back in our cockpit. Back on these two things here. And now we can still come around a little more though. Another 5 degrees back to the east, west. Bring that green arrow back to the top. The wind drifted a little bit there. It was off pretty heavy. That calibration was off. I didn't think it'd be that bad. That was a big turn. We're probably burning more fuel now. We still should have plenty because we had a whole bunch extra a while ago. See what it's doing. Now we're burning 11 gallon an hour instead of 5. But we're still good for 450 miles, which is plenty. 3 hours and 5 minutes. It shortened it up by speeding up, didn't it? That proves you slow down, you get further if you have to. You know you ain't gonna make it. Slow that thing down all you can get. Then you get all you can before you run out. My rule is slow down as long as your profile holds. If your profile starts getting off, nose starts going up, you're too slow. Take it back up to some levels off a little and let it fly. And you'll get, that's the best range you can get out of it. Keep it clean, no wheels, no flaps, everything up best you can. 2,500. What's your cockpit? And my equipment where I can see it. The out leg of the actual 315. In Nashville. First, we're still 97 miles out of Nashville. I got things to do. I got to get out of the house. Get this done. I should have not started this actually. Still got a little bookkeeping to do on a little machine, but I don't want to do it while it's flying. I want to stay involved as much as possible with it. Still a little choppy out there. I'm going to ease on down 3,500. That's low as I'm going because around Nashville we've got some pretty tall bumps. I believe 35 will clear them over, but 25 won't. Or it might, but it'd be so tight. Last time I done it, I come back up a little. I thought I was down about 2,000. I had to come back up. I think it was Not sure. It could have been the 3000. But then I climbed back just to get above a little couple bumps. And it's roughly the same course we're on now. Should be a lake out here just before we get there too. See the video stutter then. Graphic stutter. Game load. Everything looks good. Gotta go take care of business there on my little bit of business. Ain't much, but something. Shouldn't take too long. I'll be back in the house. Still getting a little jitter on this video. Shouldn't be doing that, but I am, so I guess that's the way it is. I hadn't rebooted since yesterday. I wouldn't hurt if I'd rebooted. Flight Simulator was up all night. T-Speak's up all night. So I'm on multiplayer. I may have some people in multiplayer. Nope, there ain't nobody in there. The jitter's still there. I'm gonna clear the clouds again too. I need enough clouds to hurt that no. I'll clear it all weather. Look there. We got weather. But I do have weather set. I should probably reloading. That maybe what that jitter is, reloading weather. I'm sure the time I come to this machine will start acting up like all the rest of them. So far it's been pretty well what I asked for, but I can tell since I started Facebook. Facebook is hard on a machine, that's all I got to tell you. I know that for a fact. And this machine right here, once I loaded Facebook, about a few days into messing with it, I started seeing a difference in my machine that I didn't have before that. You don't have to be on it running it either, it's just stuff in the background that gets picked up you don't even know or see. I believe that with all my heart. I figure the day will come and it'll bother me down so bad I'll have to clean it out and start over. This machine is about 5 months old, give or take a little. So far it does pretty well what I asked it to do regardless. Right now I'm doing Flight Simulator. I'm doing it on Steam, running a multiplayer and acting FS node in the background and TeamSpeak, and recording this at the same time doing a live stream on YouTube. All that being done at the same time. Maybe I'm asked to do more than I should, but it's not giving me enough trouble to worry about it. That little stutter I see might be that, it might not be, so could be. It could be just Microsoft itself loading this game. But it wasn't much, just a little here and yonder. It ain't continuous. It's a one-time load. I'm not worried about that too bad. I'll see a little blip then, the graphics. Which a lot of times your lights will do that. When you come around, look at your lights, they'll square up on you for a second. That's a graphics problem, but Nothing to worry about. The one that did. A 1070 Ti, pretty well doing this thing. All the specs to my machines on YouTube, posted under the description. You'll go down and find where I start to explain it. It says see more. It'll show all the specs and everything on my machine. Don't have to explain what it is, you can read it for yourself. The post on the description is not just my typing, it's the actual order sheet. I only went down and deleted the things I didn't have added. It had lines that I didn't add anything, I took them out. The rest of it exactly as I ordered it. It was ordered from a Cyber Power. The way they, well, I think at Lake, I just changed the subject. The lake I was talking about, up there on my right, where I flew through it in one of my other earlier videos with a small plane up at Lake. I enjoyed that. Got a bridge, I can land on that bridge. Got in between them cliffs down there that watch it fly up that water. That looks good down there. I'm not going to try it today, but it was a nice little flight down through there. Come back to it and fly it one of these days. I know where it's at now. Now what I was on about the computer on Cyber Power, when you order from Cyber Power, from what I was seeing, I hadn't seen any way to say I want to build a machine. Here's the case I want to use. That don't happen that way. What you do is you go in there and you pick out a machine that's running that might have something you want, it might not. You pick the machine, and once you choose that machine, go to customize. At that point, you can change the whole machine. You don't have to keep none of it. You change every piece in it. And that's what I've done. And they're still them pricing out what the parts cost. They price out what the parts difference is. So I picked that machine. When I got through with changing out parts, the only thing left was the processor. I've got a Coffee Lake 370, i7 370. This 87K. That was the one I chose. It was what was in that machine. The reason I kept it because it's what I wanted, not because it was in the machine. I changed everything, motherboard, case, and all. I changed the case because I wanted the case with external drives. The one I picked had no, most of them now don't have external drives. So I went back to a case that carried external drives and put in a DVD writer and a DVD-ROM or a Blu-ray. I put them two in. And about a 15-way video card, well, whatever, image reader. That's the three that I put in the case. Then inside of everything else in this list. Here's the parts I chose, not what somebody else chose. And wasn't recommended, not by them anyway. I watched videos and picked out what I wanted to do as I watched videos, and what I thought I liked, what I didn't like, I judged from there. Most of it done on Kerry Holzman's website, giving him a shout out. He's pretty good, he's real good, but I don't really necessarily like that new format where he's doing all the live streams and so much extra talking. That's alright, that's his business. Like he said, he's the one that's running it, not nobody else. I understand that, that's the way I do mine. I run it and I don't know nobody else run it. Now, I do try to lean toward the group, but I don't know what the group needs. I'm not getting any comments. I'm not really trying to get comments. Something on TeamSpeak different. What's that? Oh, that's dudes. Alright. Had something on my other screen reading it. It wasn't having nothing to do with what I was doing. I couldn't figure out what it was. Alright. enough of that chatter about a machine. I am proud of it, and it's just like I'm not a child. I play games like a kid, but I'm 71 years old. Birthday was 14th of September. I turned 71. Now these games you see me playing are things I've enjoyed for the last 20 years or so, 20, 25 or more. And now I'm putting them on video for other people to see. I've got a few more yet that I'd like to try to get on, but right now, what I'm working on now is I just finished the Far Cry playthrough. I've got it done and uploaded, but I've still got some of the original Far Cry videos up. I'm taking them down, which is taking, every time I take one down, however many viewers it's got, I lose them. So I'm trying to take them down one or two at a time and not lose all my viewers at one time. I've done give up about 250 viewers by deleting stuff. But like I said, I didn't start this to chase numbers, even though it seemed like what I started doing. I started this only to have a place to apply videos so that the people I know that might want to see my videos can watch them without having to download these videos being anywhere from 1 gig to 10 gigs each. That's too much for a person to download just to watch. So I put it here and the world can watch it if they want to. If they don't have to. I haven't been asking for subscribes. I would appreciate it, but this is the first time I've actually mentioned it, like on the screen. Subscribes and the likes and dislikes either. It's all up to the person watching. I appreciate either one, so I'll understand what the people are looking at. These flight videos, the only thing about them, there's like a friend of mine used to say, he's gone, he passed away, he's gone now. One of my flight simulator buddies over the years. He said, long flights and big planes are like watching grass grow or paint dry. Just don't interest him. He liked to come in at night. He'd come in about 10 o'clock, stay till midnight. He would fly for 2 hours every night. You could pretty well catch a clock by him. He worked all day. He was an older man, old as I was older. It's only about 3 or 4 years ago now altogether. But he worked all day in a studio or a shop of his own. Called it a studio. And he come in at night just for relaxation and fly the planes. He was raised flying real planes. Said his daddy put him in a Catawba, I think he said. At the age of 8 years old. Where he started flying. He flew until he got, I guess, old enough that he had trouble probably holding a license, or just got to where he didn't want to afford it. He didn't want to put the money out, probably. He didn't say why he stopped, but he didn't. He only flew flight simulator at this point. He said he's done a little everything for, he's made flying for a living. He said I pull banners for circuses and everything else. Said he learned one day what it's like to drive a plane with wheel pants on it in mud with a freezing cold. You get the mud in them wheel pants, you take off while you're flying, it freezes, and when you land, your wheels won't roll. He learned that the hard way. Said he didn't turn it over, but he comes so close. He had another man there with him. Said the other man was, he knew what was fixing to happen, so he was prepared to help him. Yeah, when it hit the ground, the wheels wanted to turn him over. Had ice in the wheel pants. right away for a power service across the ground. Alright, let's see where we at again. Inside the plane. $57 miles out of Nashville. It's still straight in front of us. Everything looking good. If I'll go by north of Nashville, I can pick that out leg up automatically. So I'm gonna move about 5 degrees north, which might be too much. The only thing wrong with that is this leg up going out the other side is not real long. It don't leave me much to work with. So I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get the green arrow to the west side of my heading. Like I got it right now, it's about 5 degrees west. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set the nav button right there. Now, don't really want to do that, but this way, if I get to mess around and I ain't paying attention, when it gets there, it'll turn itself, which will tell me that it's ready for me to do something. I don't have to have my eyes or my mind directly on it, but I do have to keep this green arrow right here on the west side of, actually the south side. So we already fly on the south side of my heading. As long as it's there, when I pass, I'll turn in the right direction. Shouldn't be too many miles outside there to there. I don't know how far it is. But from Nashville to Fort Campbell is not a long ways. I say Fort Campbell, it's Campbell, but I spent time in Fort Campbell. That's where I took basic training. That's what really come to my mind. About 51, 52, 53 years ago, something like that. In 1966, kind of pretty said. I was drafted in October 1966. I went to Vietnam in about October 1967, come home October 1968. Draftee, didn't volunteer for nothing. I couldn't see the end of it. That was my instruction from my father. Do what you're told and volunteer for nothing. Well, you can't be tricked into volunteering for something you didn't expect. Because they will tell you one thing, and when you get there, it'll be a completely different story. They want a man to run a backhoe in a truck. You get out there, you get a shovel and a wheelbarrow and put you to work. Not me. You show me the backhoe and put my hands on it, I might take it. I got one of them myself sitting in my backyard now. Reminisce about my life, but I guess that's what this is all about. Oh, not much back there. Once you clean this out the hall cargo, what did I see? Oh, we got one seat back here, bed seat. We'll do it like this to get it back right. It's the easiest way to get it straight. Right there. My coffee cup's empty. I'm gonna pick me another cup. Be right back. 41 miles out of Nashville. Got a strange looking piece of property coming up in front of me. Don't know what that is. I know it's not cold enough to no ice up in here. Not even there in Little Mountain of Tennessee. That's starting to look a little city or place there. I see it look like a nuclear tower off to the right. That's what it's predicted, whether it's right or wrong. And this is that lake right here, part of it, I think. Because this snake is looking. It is, there's a bridge sitting back there. But there's a bridge right back there, right there. It's the lake right there I was talking about a while ago. That's it right there. It's still got a little jitter in there. A little scenery jitter. When I'm moving and turning, it ain't. When you do that, the machine has to load different. When you turn the plane, then the game has to load different. So. They ought to have the water tanks in here with the city names on them. That's what they got in real life. One reason they own the city names on the water tanks is so the pilots can find it. If they fly through and they don't know where they're at, they can find the water tank, read the name, and check the map and find where they're at. That's what it's there for, as much as anything else. Today, just bragging about being my water tank. We got one up toward Henning, got it on it, that I know of. $35 miles, that's probably Nashville in front of me. The next spot of open country there. Once we pass there, we'll start preparing to find Campbell. See if we can get this thing down on the ground up there. One piece. If it is balled up like a little round ball, but one piece. There's that nuclear tower sitting over there. Got them pretty fall colors going. They put her up close with my little howl of them, but these bumps are pretty tall. I'm not gonna get down there. Everything look alright across the gauges, look like. Still good for 394 miles. For that, 10 gallon an hour now. Got 28 gallons in there. And we burnt 20 since we left the ground. Probably we're going to be closer than you think. We have plenty of fuel, I think, but we're looking at this here, but that's only to the first airport, the city. The next city is another 40, 50 miles away, probably 30 anyway. At least, I guess. I don't know for sure. So you add that to that, and we've done came 130. 100 actually. So we're about halfway. burning 10 gallon an hour, 28 gallon tank. That's a little over for 2 hours, almost 3 hours and 40 minutes actually. Anyway, go back to the 3D. Look like that's looks like it's almost turned to one side a little. No, that's too much. That's right there. Doing 140. With 140, I'm doing what it says. Over here it says I'm doing 146. That's probably ground speed there. It is ground speed there, 147, that's what it is. .146 ground speed. While ago I was doing 30 under my airspeed, so I had a headwind a while ago for sure. 25 miles, 25 and a half miles to the VOR. I don't think the others are going to be on at this point, but it wouldn't hurt to look. Nope, it ain't on. It may not come on flying over, to be honest with you, by being a, it's a terminal status. Let's see if we can figure out about how far it is by doing this right here. Just a general idea, not exact by a long shot. So I said I had 30. I've got 22 miles to here. I got 22, so that's about there. Now if I go to find Campbell's here, it's 22 to here. That's going about 30, 35 miles up there from there. 22 again be along here. It could be 40, 45. 20, 40 to 50 miles right there, I'd be my guess from here. That's the way I try to guess at where I've got. Usually fairly close, not right on it by a long shot. Nobody in T-Speak but me and Mr. Redtail, and he ain't seeing nothing, so I'm gonna move myself down because he's subject to say something, and I don't want necessarily not in this video right now. It wouldn't matter as long as it's normal, but
channel switched.
That'll make it more likely not to be. Anybody that sees me there knows I'm recording. Yeah, flying my little Piper Warrior across here, trying to get from station to station, point A to point B. Flying from Sky Ranch to Campbell Air Force Base, just outside of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. But this is in Tennessee, right on the line more or less. I'll say it is. I don't remember exactly where it was located. Let me go back and take an eyeball. No, it ain't. It's in Kentucky, just across the line. I know Fort Campbell's Kentucky, but some of Campbell, I think, is in fact, the other part of it, where it said Campbell, is in Tennessee. But the Air Force Base is up on the porch where it said Fort Campbell, military property up there. Uh-oh, wrong way. Meant to spin it, not go down. It's the wrong button. Go to the airport off to my right. Looks like one off to my left, way out there. Let's spot check that VOR again. Nope, it's not on. Air Force Base VOR is not on. Well, actually, it's Campbell VOR. It's not the Air Force Base. It's the other one. But it's close enough to get us in range of it. If it don't come on, we'll get the ILS on when we get up to that area. All we got to do is get within 28 miles, and it'll come on. There goes another little jitter. Something loading caused that to show up there in here. Because it's in little quick jerks. Probably a scenery load, to be honest with you. Nashville off to my left front. Maybe still got to be off on left front. I thought the other thing popped in front of me like it might be. That should be it right there on my left coming up. Looks a little close for what I'm looking at there, but the 7 miles about right though. That's about right. The angle on the VOR may not be dead on the city though, or airport. One side a little probably. That's reading the green arrow showing a little high. For what I'm seeing, looks a little high. We got around 40 miles the other side, so we'll watch our distance on our Nashville, big shows, so getting beyond that, I'll know that I'm having trouble with the signal. We're not going to use anything else for navigation until it becomes a necessity, then we will. It looks like we can't find it, we'll go to some other means. But as long as we can find it this way, that's what I want to do. But that is Nashville right there, no doubting about that one. I landed that city in front of me yesterday. I think yesterday. Little airport up there. Yesterday, day before, whatever it was, on this video. Alright, we just went past the airport far enough that it went from in to out. Our direction now is no longer toward the airport, it's from it. Even though the VOR is still in front of me, I'm still closing on it. But the direction of my flight means I can't get there the way I'm going, so it reversed it. I'm leaving. But this here should still be gaining toward it right here. It does, so I'm getting closer. Even though this says I done passed it, this is saying I'm still getting closer. When this green arrow here gets right here, she'll quit getting closer and start going away. I'll go with a cough back today. Wish I could shake it. I'm also a little bit too warm. My fan's off and I'm hot. I'll be right back. Got back just in time to see the plane turning toward Campbell. As long as that stays right there on, it'll fly toward the heading I've got, not necessarily toward Campbell. It's what I call it, whether right or wrong. Now we still need this in here, which we don't have. I'm gonna set it for about 25 miles, and I'm gonna start looking for the VOR. If it's not on by then, we'd go ahead and put a VOR up. We can't on this, but not on that one. On the ILS. Now I wouldn't give you a cough drop. That ain't gonna work real good either. Let me get that one out. At least it got enough menthol there to help me right now. I can't take much menthol. It's usually harder on me actually. Alright, let's put this ILS of 11190. Now when we get rid of that, check it. Okay, right there. Check, see if it's on. Alright, I've got this right here set to tell me if that comes on, but if it don't come on, we're going to work on the ILS as time comes. We should be somewhere in the right direction for that airport, but I don't know how accurate it is. I hadn't checked. We could get an idea right here. Looks good to me. That's it right there. I'm a little off, but not enough to hurt me. It's just real good shape. Wouldn't ask for it to be much better. Let's let it go at that. This was all done from using a map and a protractor on the screen. All electronics that available in Flight Simulator X. Going outside the plane a little bit. Moving away from Nashville in a straight line on radio 315. Headed to Campbell Air Force Base. There we go, we picked up the signal. Let's go back to what we was looking for. We picked up our signal, so we do have the VOR. We do have this VOR here on. So now we'll switch this over. That shows how much off I am for us going straight to it. We'll just motivate right on over there and straight into it for now. Let the plane find it. I got it right. They can't find it, this problem. Bring this around here now to the same heading as 315 as the rest of it. Something tells me that's 309. When did I changed it just then, that's right. 309 still 315. That's how much I was off of my actual figures. I was off 6 degrees. But let me turn this thing off. We don't need that. Put this on 309. That's what we got there. So if we put this on 309, we can go back to that, and we're no longer using this. So we can move this now around to the runway heading. Act like I might need another calibration way it turns in. There we go. Now I'm going to put this on runway heading. Our runway heading when we get there will be 226. By putting this on runway heading, I'll be able to look at it and tell what I need to get to the runway. I need this airport to be to my left that much. So let's come around back around about 350. See what happens. That wasn't my intention when I set that, but it looks like it might work for this also. I'm going to see if I can come down 500 feet. Now, if anything gets in the way, I'll climb back up. Like I said, I'd like to have a little more swing here for the distance, but that's not too bad. I'm going to go 5 more degrees away from the airport, around to the east side so I can turn west into the runway. This is not the ILS, this is the VOR. We're 31 miles out, and this VOR is another probably 4 or 5 miles at least closer to me. So we're probably 35 miles out. But at this rate, we don't have that yet. Got to get this signal here on. Once we get it on, we got everything under control. There's 28 miles to the VOR. If it was on the airport, this would be on. It's not actually on the airport. It should be on within the next 5 miles or so, 5 or 10. And this is on the, I can leave this on because this is on this one over here. I got that on, I was thinking I had it over here, but don't. I can leave that on right there. They didn't tell me what it needed. Let the equipment tell me instead of me tell the equipment. 27 miles. I'm gonna back this all back off to 110, where we were on the main flight a while ago. We don't need to be that fast. The plane will maneuver and handle better at this speed here. I'm gonna set that, but I don't believe it'll ever take over before we get the other signal on. If it does, it just does. But I don't really need to go to that. That's offset a little bit. It's between me and there, but it's off to the south, I think, a little bit. And it's only a few miles before you get there. I'm thinking 5 or 6, maybe 10. If it's 10, this will be about 15 when it goes on. That is, I got this BORILS right. I do believe I have. I went and looked on the map, but I don't remember. I could write it down wrong, but I don't think I did. I can't go back and check the video, that's for sure. Other people might, but I can't. $24. Plus 5 be 29. Give me 3 more and it should be on. 3 to 5. 18 to 25, 20, she should be on. Whether it is or not. We're moving past the airport, but not enough to. It's still close enough to it. We're closing on it heavily. It's on now. We have an ILS. It says it's behind me. It says my runway heading is behind me from where I'm at. Let's close on it. Let's turn into here and this will tell me. That right there will tell me. No, it's just what it is. It's backwards. It's backwards at this point, or else we picked up something else. Something ain't right. One of these ain't working. That's what's wrong right there. I'm still on that one. I'm still wrong. This ain't right. I ain't never set this one up. That's what's wrong right there. I knew something wasn't jiving. I think it lied to me up there. Now we'll turn that back on. It'll tell me something. Now that's where I thought it ought to be. Okay, let's get back over that way. I was looking at. I never did set up the second part. I had it tied up. I couldn't set it up. One time come, I didn't set it up. Alright, well, here we go now. Bring this on to my left and fly into that bar right there. Come down another 500 feet, I believe, be alright. Slow down another 20. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to drop 1 layer of flaps. It ain't going to hurt nothing. If it needs it, it'll have it. We've got a player coming in. Second one. Okay, now we can go ahead and set this right here. Now we don't have any DME on that one. So just out of curiosity, I'm going back to here. 18 miles, but they're not together. They're off by probably 5 or 10 miles. At least 5 to 8 miles, but that's best of my calculation. But flying this route here, when time comes, it will turn toward the airport. We're 18 miles from that, about 20 miles or so from 25 miles from the airport. When the ILS diamonds, if they got any, when they come on, they'll give me where I need to be for high altitude and everything. Get this plane down. I got business to take care of. Playing the game, I ought to be out doing my world. But that's alright. That's the reason I retired about 15 years ago. I got things I have to do for me, but not for other people. No longer do public work. When the plane turns, I'll slow to 80, drop the flaps down another lick, which may be full, I don't know. How many layers of flaps it's got? Not over 3, I don't think. Wheels are already down, so it won't matter. I don't have to let the wheels down, they're already down. Usually the last layer of flaps call for wheels with it, the last 1 or 2 layers. $15 miles from that VOR, probably about 20 from the airport, be my guess. Totally a guess, though, to be honest with you. Alright, we're at 20 and the airport is right there. And that's about 20, 22 miles, so the way I got it figured. Alright, we have the diamonds. We have a glide slope. We don't have none of them active. Until they both become active, I don't want to set the approach. But I don't want to forget it if I'm waiting on it either. At this point, I can't let it tell me. I have to keep my mind on it. From here on out, I have to do it. As long as these diamonds don't pass here, I can keep the heading I'm on and speed now to the heading and the localizer, the 2 things I'm working on. I'm headed toward the localizer, but still closing on the side slope also. Get closer to both of them. Once they both become active, I'll set the approach. Not until. Miles from the VOR. Still closing on it pretty fast. Diamonds are still at the top. Localizer is still locked on the right hand side. Now if I don't get what I want, by the time the diamonds start to move, I'll turn away from the airport to get across that bar before the diamonds get involved. I won't let them get below center before I get my localizer. I actually thought I saw a movement in localizer then. The wrong line, but I still think it loaded something. I saw the main arrow jump, not the what it's got to move. But I think it was a reload doing it. That's what the man did yesterday. Remember. Actually, I kicked him out a couple of times trying to find somebody else who was the wrong one. Don't like doing that, but no way to prove who's who now, other than the name. There's somebody talking, I wanted them out of here, and I couldn't get them out because I couldn't find them. About 10 or 15 people in here. On FS Open, I could ask it which one, it would tell me. I could ask it who was talking, and it would give me the last one talking and who talked and when, how long it's been. By doing that, I can separate the people talking. But in here, you can't do that. We're not on FS Open. FS Open enhanced the simulator greatly. Give you a lot of options that you don't have here. If I knew how to write a program, I'd fix one, but I don't know how. That's beyond my capability. I can work on the airplane pretty good, panels and a few other things, but comes down to actually script, I can't write it. Can't even read it, especially write it. If I could read it, I could write it. He joined the game, he's in. 8 miles from the VOR. It is 45 degrees on to my left roughly. None of the diamonds or the localizer has moved, so everything is still in good shape. Steady she goes. Hoping. Check my calibration again. We're getting close to the airport. Everything's set good. I gotta move that. 226, not 266. Thought I had that on that, but it ain't. But there where that's supposed to be, but it still don't change. That don't what I'm doing, except I'm flying further away than I thought. Straight across the airport's good enough. That's straight across right there. But that I did somewhere or another. I got that on 260. I thought I had it on 226. I guess I was mistaken when I said it again. But that right there's what I want. And I can come on around, but probably along there. Should be alright. If not, I can always turn away again. The VOR and the airport's not together, so you can't really go by that. Totally. And I may be too far in, too. Let's get this right here and it'll tell me. I'm still pretty good. There's not that much difference in direction. 5 degrees or so. Alright, our diamonds are starting to move. If a localizer don't get around, I'll be turning away from the airport a little more in a few minutes. Actually heading northerly more. I don't want them to pass this mark right here, really. It looks like they're going to, so I'm going to turn back toward the north a little more. 10 degrees back north. That's on account of these are active, and I don't want them to come into play here until I get this one's active. I'm going to do is keeping the plane in a position to keep them from getting down to the middle. Another 5 degrees won't hurt it. I don't like being parallel, but it's better than nothing. See, these are back down to here now. This is down almost where they quit closing. I still need another 5 degrees on account of that. Alright, that right there should do it. These are halfway down. I don't want to pass that. This here's telling me now they're going to start going back up, though. We should be in good shape right there. This says I'm not going to bring them down much more, but this is the VOR though, not the ILS. This will tell me what I need to know there. No, it's still going to come down too. That's wrong there. I'm down past halfway. I don't really like that under conditions. I'd rather be there than I had. I could come down 500 feet, solve part of the problem, but I don't want to at this point. This here, still above halfway, so I'm still closing. But they will move away a little here. I'm gonna come down another 500. That'll hit that. Don't really want to, but this plane won't matter. This plane's good enough. That 500 to help bring us back up. And if it don't come back up till I need it, I'll dive into it all the way down. I believe it'll come back up now. This here is going to be. Now I'm moving away from. And I'm still not moving away from that yet. Still moving closer to that, but I'm coming down enough to make up for part of this. But this has got to pass center before it gets to here, which means I'll move away a little bit at the last minute. Anyway, we get what we want. That's all that matters. I'm just trying to keep all this within the right range while I'm getting. This bar's got to be active. It's not active. Until it's active, you don't have nothing. That may not be accurate in real life, but in here, that's exactly what it takes. She come in and turned the bathroom. Oh, got somebody talking in the simulator. Since it don't work, I wish they wouldn't do that. Tried to turn them off, it don't seem to work for me to turn them off. One of them 3 guys right there, and he's the last one coming in. So I can't prove which one it is. Alright, we have, with the bars active now, I'm going to turn that light on. Altitude light went out because we're on the line. If that bar wasn't active, that light would have went out, but it'd been wrong. But since it is active, it's right for it to go out. Slow down to about 170. And bring the flap full. 3 layers of flap is what we got total. Flaps are full, wheels are down, she's ready to go in. I'm going to try to bring us back to 65 knots. Seemed like a while ago it flew pretty good about that. So let's go inside the plane and see what we got. Put some equipment up where we can see. I'm going to bring this down here. Put it over that ADF, we don't need it. I'll bring this one right over here. We don't need that. The radio stack can be right here. The autopilot. There we go. That'll give us where we can see and still share equipment too.
1,000.
1,000. The airport is in sight. Got to get ready to turn everything off. I get my hands ready, preset the throttle, and hand on the buttons. Get ready to take over. Coming in. Airspeed set at 65. And she's doing real good now. She's just dropping a little bit below the diamonds there now. It shows me getting a little below my diamond. If it don't climb back up, I'm actually a little slower than this plane needs. It's just, I think I'm alright, but it's a little slow, it says. I'm drifting down. I do that seem like pretty regular too, don't I? Uh-huh. But I think I'm a little slow. It's continuously drifting. I 70 was about right to start with probably. Anyway, we'll try it right there. Good enough now. I'm gonna be able to handle it. I think they ain't gonna get over the gravel a bit. The throttle is preset about 1/3. We're still drifting down. We're at 500 feet. Small plane I'll take over at about 300. No reason to take it any quicker. Our diamonds are going back to where they belong. That's where I want them. Now we're back online. And once I get this down, I'm gonna park it and I'm gonna go do whatever I can do. Take control. I have control. I've seen the trim drop a little bit. Now we got it. Get on down there. Get on down there. Get on down there a little lower. Now we're back on line. We're going below line. That's alright. That's actually what I want. A little below line. At this point I want my control, not what they want, but what I want. I'll take over the throttle. Lower it a little.
100.
Lower it some more. Get down there towards the numbers. Shut the throttle off. I'm fast enough. I don't need it.
40. 30.
I'm fast enough. I don't need a throttle at this point. I got enough forward
10,
movement.
10.
That ain't bad at all. A little heavy. I did run out of speed right at the last minute, but I held it off longer than reason. That was my fault. It wasn't because I didn't have enough speed. I just held it off too long. That's my doing. I always do that. Alright, now we don't have any proof of how fast we done or nothing. We don't have the car running, so we just did what we did. Yesterday on that flight, I failed to turn the card in on the video. I meant to turn it in while I was on video and I forgot it. I turned it in later. It was 126 feet per minute at about, I think it was at 90 something. I forget now. I remember about 126 feet a minute though. I remember that. I just don't remember what the actual speed was. Take this thing over here and park it and I'll be going to take care of business. Park it out here in the open. Tie it down good. I don't think it allows me to tie it down. I got plenty to do tie myself down, but this ain't one of them I don't think. Alright, we're gonna stop her right there. Put the brakes on. Get in the 2D cockpit. Get rid of all this equipment. We don't need that no more. There we go, right there. And we're going to turn all these off. Turn this off, this off, this off, and this off. I'm going to pull that out. Set the fuel off. There we go. That's down with throw. Alright, this is Town Dog. That was a flight from Sky Ranch just outside of Tyson, McGee Tyson in Tennessee to Campbell Air Force Base just over in Kentucky. So this won't be a Tennessee hop, the one outside of Tennessee. Okay, that's it. Now I'm gone. Catch you later. Why won't that let me do that? There's something interfering with me. That something's still running. I done went all crazy here.